So hello everybody and welcome. My name is Soulsborne Pooley and welcome to part 4 of my fully complete and commentated playthrough for Dark Souls Age of Sunlight. Just to recap on what we've done in the previous episode, we've just defeated the Hydra and managed to get all of the treasures that were surrounding the lake, including rescuing Princess Ulysses. We've also done the second Bell of Awakening and defeated Quelaag. So now we're going to go and explore the rest of Darkroot now. So I'm going to go and see Andre first, just so we can get the Crest of Artorias. And then we're also going to be making an extremely special weapon. As mentioned a few parts ago, the Astora Straight Sword, which is what we've got on our inventory, is probably one of the most improved weapons that are in the mod. And there's actually a very, very special thing that you can do with it. So I'm actually going to go and show what you can do with it right now. And this also applies to two other weapons as well. This also applies to the Moonlight Butterfly Horn, which is a spear that you can make using the soul of the Moonlight Butterfly, which is a soul that's dropped from the boss. And then with Quelaag's Fury Sword, you can also do exactly the same thing involving Pyromancy as well. But it's the Astora Straight Sword that is linked to miracles, and with this every single weapon in the Age of Sunlight can be infused, including unique ones. So we're going to go and put a certain gemstone on the Astora Straight Sword to make it a very special weapon indeed. And you'll see why very shortly. Just make sure an ent isn't following me. So the Crest of Artorias is also a lot cheaper in the Age of Sunlight. I think it's only 10,000 souls. In the original it's 20,000. But it's worth going through and befriending the Forest Hunter Covenant, just because we can get a few items. One of which we really need to get is the Lloyd's Sword Ring, because we've got the Lloyd's Shield Ring, but we actually need to go and get the Lloyd's Sword Ring, which is actually in the forest itself. Right, so what we're actually going to do is, because we gave the Divine Ember to Andre a few parts ago, we can actually infuse weapons with divine properties. Now if you look at all the other weapons here, you've got Divine Longsword, Divine Broadsword, but if you look at the Astora Straight Sword, you'll notice it's slightly different. It's called a Blessed Astora Straight Sword. So it does change the weapon's properties somewhat. It does reduce, for the time being, it does reduce the scaling of faith, strength and dexterity on the weapon, but it does bestow it with other properties. So let's make this a Blessed Astora Straight Sword. And then hopefully we'll be able to reinforce it as well with all the Titanite, the twinkling Titanite shards that we've got from elsewhere. But as you notice at the top, you'll notice that there's a spell bonus. So now the Astora Straight Sword has now got two special properties on it. The first is that it is bestowed with an HP regeneration effect as long as it's equipped. So if you notice with our character, you see the gold outline surrounding our character and also the red square below our HP bar. That means that we're now under the effects of HP regeneration. So as long as the Astora Straight Sword is equipped, and it can be in the offhand if you wish, it doesn't have to be in your regular hand, you will slowly restore your HP, but that's not the only thing it can do. As you notice, our miracles have lit up. So if you press R2, this acts as your standard attack, but if you press R1, you can now use spells, you can now use miracles. So the Astora Straight Sword is now a talisman as well as a weapon. So it makes a very, very interesting, it makes it very, very interesting when using hybrid builds. And because we're going to be using a paladin build and we're going to be focusing on HP regeneration, definitely want to take advantage of the Astora Straight Sword and the fact that it acts as both a weapon, a talisman, and a form of slowly regenerating our HP. So yeah, it's a good weapon, a really, really good weapon in this mod. So what we might do here is put it as an offhand weapon, because what we can do is we can actually dual wield this with the spear or with the greatsword. Or with the club. So I think L1 will be your swing, and then yeah, you can dual wield the two weapons together. And now that will act as our talisman.
Well, hello again.
Right, so we need to purchase. Oh, we can get some twinkling titanite shards off Andre as well. That's new. We'll buy about 5, I think. Oh no, we can only buy. I think he's only got 3. I think. Can only buy 3 for some reason. Well, we'll get the Crest of Artorias because we need that. We're going to need some bolts as well. Huh? Okay, alright, I'm sorry I'm recording, sorry.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us.
Oh, we don't need the rusted iron ring on. Put the recovery ring on. Excellent. So this will combine quite well with the passive effect of the Astora Straight Sword, and then later when we get the Sanctus, which also has a passive HP regeneration effect. Yeah, it's going to be quite powerful, combining the effects of the Lloyd's shield and sword ring together, because we get an increase in both defense and attack, and still got great survivability. So yeah, I'm looking to see how this build will play out. Actually, I actually want to go and get hit by one of the Ents down here, because I want to see how much HP gets restored over every second. I'm not sure how much it is. I'm guessing probably about 3 or 4 HP per second. So we'll purposely get hit here. So this is almost like a miracle version of the Demon Scar in Dark Souls 3. You can actually use it as a... I think actually, no, there is a miracle version of Dark Souls 3. Isn't it it's something to do with the candlelight, isn't it? Yeah, I can't remember the name. It's like something like a candlelight scepter or something. I can't remember. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. But anyway, let's get hit here, because I want to see how much HP gets restored. Yeah, well, we did get hit, but we hardly took any damage, so let's try that again. It did restore very, very quickly. Right, so let's have a look then. So it's 3 HP per second. 3 HP per second, which is, yeah, very good indeed. And I imagine that will probably go up the more that we upgrade the weapon as well. So we can actually use a bit of a dual-wield class here and combine that with miracles. How cool is that? I imagine there's a lot more things you can do as well, build-wise, thanks to the Age of Sunlight mod, but that's just one such example. Right, let's use some of our souls up here. I do actually want to get my strength up to 20 because I would like to incorporate a halberd into our build somewhere as well. I think the red-hilted halberd is 20, and then if we go to the Catacombs a little bit later, I think we can pick up the Lucerne as well, which is, I think, is 28. It's 20 strength to use. So we'll get our strength up to 20. We need to prioritise endurance and vitality, and faith. So yeah, level 42. Now, we don't have to fight the forest invaders. They will be hostile initially, just because we're not part of the Covenant. You can run straight to Alvina here. You don't necessarily have to fight them. But if you do, they are a pretty good source of souls. Let's run straight to Alvina. Just make sure you come over here. There's quite a few of them. Oh, damn, we took that. Doesn't help we're wearing heavy armour. But as soon as you run into here, speak to the cat, which is Alvina, the other should back off.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me. That cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorius art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say. Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest graves. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well. I am very glad. And now thou art one of us. Let us establish a covenant.
So as soon as we establish this covenant, the forest invaders the forest hunters will no longer attack us.
And here,
providing we do not betray them, of course.
if thou wearest that ring, it allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement, not so? But thou must heed the golden rule. The clan is thine only friend. To thine kinsmen forever stay true. Darest not in any attempt to double-cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate.
Yeah, so that serves as a bit of a warning. Don't betray the Covenant in any way. Don't attack anybody. But now that we've joined the Forest Hunter Covenant, to be honest, outside of the base game and PvP, it really doesn't serve that much of a purpose, in which it's good to get them on side, just because they won't attack you as you come into the forest, so there is that advantage, but other than that, it really doesn't serve much purpose in the Age of Sunlight. But we do need to introduce ourselves to this NPC here, which is Shiva of the East.
I've heard all about you. I'm Shiva of the East, captain of the brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now. This is no time to chat in the midst of fighting, except there is little in the form of rules. you here. Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets to prey. That's the way to do it. Only, don't forget what Arvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance for any reason. That's about it, though. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you.
So how the Covenant would work in the base game is you would be summoned to another player's world that have ventured into the forest and are not allied to the Forest Hunter Covenant. As soon as they'd enter and they were online, you can actually invade their world in order to kill them. And if you manage to succeed in killing them, you will actually get a special reward that you can give to that you can receive from killing the invader and getting a special reward of Alvina as well. So, but really, outside of PvP, the Covenant really doesn't serve any purpose. This ninja here is very well known for having one of the best rings in the game, which is the Darkwood Grain Ring. You can't kill this ninja here to get the ring, same as Lautrec earlier. You will have to kill him down in Blighttown, because these two will relocate to Blighttown once we finish this conversation. And Shiva will actually sell the Grass Crest Shield. So if you want to get the Grass Crest Shield, you need to go and see Shiva down in Blighttown.
Always slinking in the shadows.
And if you want to get the Darkwood Grain Ring, you're going to have to kill both of them in order to achieve it. But in Age of Sunlight, the Darkwood Grain Ring has been nerfed. You will get a light roll if you're under. You will get a like a ninja flip if your base weight is low enough, if your equip load is low enough. But it will actually increase the stamina cost of your rolls by quite a lot. So you'll get your ninja flip, but your rolls will be cost more stamina. So in my opinion, it really isn't worth using. Right, so let's go and explore the forest while we haven't got the fear of them attacking us anyway. So there are a few Ents down here that will attack us, so might be worth getting some charcoal pine resins out, because they will be weak to fire. And these Ents are tougher than the ones that we dealt with earlier. They've got more HP and more attack power. But there are some items down there, including Shiva's armor set. That way will actually take us down towards the Hydra from earlier. Is that a crystal lizard over there? I think it is. We've missed an item over there. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay. I'll have to change up tactics here, I think. There we go. think this is where Shiva's armor set is, which is the Eastern set. Really cool armor set as well. I really like Shiva's armor set. Let's have a quick read. Distinct cuirass made in an eastern land. Exquisitely crafted, this armour offers excellent defence, particularly versus slash attacks, which are the main threats of battles in the east. Oh, I got some more. Yeah, that's a cool combo. It's good that we've actually got a talisman we can actually use as a weapon. Nice. I think he's stuck. Is that a claymore he's got? Looks like a claymore. Right, so I think we've got all of the... oh, we've missed the treasure over there. Brigand axe, that's a new weapon. I believe this weapon's in Dark Souls 3. Yet another weapon that's in Dark Souls 3. Short and stout axe favoured by brigands of the Darkroot Garden. This weapon is especially sturdy and is dangerous in the hands of those with great strength, provided that you can adapt to its lesser range. 19 strength, 8 dexterity. It's got a B scaling in strength as well. It's pretty good. I imagine that will go up as it becomes more upgraded as well. Right, anyway, let's go back over here. Just because we need to go and get some items. We can actually fight Great Wolf Sif here, but we're going to leave her until a little bit later. Just when we need to go and fight we need to go and get the Covenant of Artorias. Oh, okay. That's new. Red Phantom Mushrooms. I don't know whether to be scared or not. God, even the little ones are tanky. You come to assist me, have you? Or are you just going to just stand there? No. Yeah, I don't think Mom's going to be very happy with that. These things in the original, they hit like an absolute truck. I imagine in Age of Sunlight they're going to be exactly the same as well. Whoa, okay. Do plunging attacks too, apparently. Yeah, those punches you really do not want to block or take. They do a ton of damage, and if you block them, they do a ton to your stamina as well. So you just want to sit back and just poke at them with the spear. And Bleed took an absolute ton off that Phantom's health. I do like how they've made Poison and Bleed a lot more viable in this mod. A little too viable in my opinion, but I shouldn't complain. Now, the great thing about these big mushrooms is they were a great source of gold pine resins in the original game. You can't actually buy them, but if you kill those big mushrooms, they would always drop, almost with 100% certainty, a gold pine resin. Oh, we can actually get our Astora sword to +3 now, I think, or +4 with that chunk. Brilliant. Now, there is an ember here in the forest as well. Yeah, and it's more heavily guarded. Oh god, look how many mushrooms there are over there. Oh my goodness, yeah, this is normally where you get the enchanted ember in the base game, but I'm wondering what ember is there going to be there now, what special item is going to be there now. Gold pine resin, great. Oh my god, there's loads of them. What you can do to cheese these guys is you can equip the Spyhander, and as long as you use the R2 attack, you'll always poise stagger them, so you can just keep getting repeated hits into them, and there's not a lot they can do. Unfortunately, I don't have the Spyhander with me. So if you ever want to get some gold pine resins, this is a really good place to come. It is one of the best buffs in the game if you're not going to be running a faith or sorcery build, or any kind of magic build for that matter. It's probably the best buff you can use as an item. Yeah, don't let those big mushrooms hit you. No matter what you do, they will hurt. Crystal lizard over there as well. Just to speed this up, let's get some resin on. Let's do a little bit more damage. Might be able to use the running attack on these guys repeatedly. There's the bleed. We've got ourselves quite a few of them. Good. Right, let's ignore the treasure chest. Let's see if we can get that crystal lizard over there quickly. Divine Titanite gem and Titanite chunk. Nice. Yeah, let me just hit it first. Might be a mimic or something. Oh, brilliant. Miracle replenishment. Excellent. A great miracle for our class indeed, just because replenishment will give us HP regeneration. So brilliant. Really glad I came down here now. Any more items? Yeah, down here. Oh, we might want to be careful here, I think. Yeah, the giant cats. We need to stay away from these guys. We'll come back for them a little bit later. But in Sif's boss arena, there's actually a hidden enemy, which is going to serve... Oh, Stone Knight. Dark Spirit Gareth of Kareem has invaded. Yeah, we've got an NPC invader. This is going to be interesting. We really need to deal with that Stone Knight first. I really don't want him getting in the way. Right, he's down. Let's wait for this chap then. I haven't encountered him yet. When I've played a little bit of this game before, so I have no idea what to expect. Although apparently he does have a... all of these NPCs do have rare weapons, well, or a unique weapon. Where is he? Is he down here? Let's just go see if we can track him down. He might have encountered the forest hunters. There might be he might be fighting them. It's their if I'm part of their covenant, they might be defending me. Wishful thinking. Where are you, Gareth? He's probably where the cats are. Thinking about it. Let's switch out for the gold pine resins now that we've got a few. There he is over there, I see. There he is. God, he has got himself stuck, hasn't he? I was wearing the wild boar set. Give him a bow. Looks like a giant mace he's got there. A spiked mace. Oh, that hurt. That hurt like an absolute... Oh, that bloody hurt, that did. It's trying to be fancy then and try to use force. But, not really a good tactic. Ouch! Yeah, this guy's no joke. He's got a buckler as well. It's going to be difficult to parry too. And he's got good poise and bleed. Yeah, I really want that weapon. Might have to knock him off the edge here with force. I think that's really my only chance. Problem is I'll miss out on his weapon if I do that, so I can't cheese him. What's a parry? Oh, we didn't get the riposte. I should have been dead then. Terrible parry attempt. So hopefully perfect guard and then counter. That was close. God, he gave me a run for my money. Spiked Great Mace. Cool. We'll have a look at that in a second. God, he hit like an absolute truck then, but thanks to the perfect guard mechanic, we're able to beat him there. He should have got the riposte on me after he parried that one attack I did, but he didn't take it for some reason, so I should have been dead. Right, let's have a look at this weapon then. Definitely want to incorporate this into my build if I can. 25 strength and 11 dexterity, and it's a grey hammer. Barbaric metal mace from the five-fingered delta. The weapon's long spikes impale bludgeon targets and cause heavy bleeding. This great hammer's smaller size allows for uniquely versatile moves. Sweet. Right, let's go and... Right, we're not going to fight Sif, but we're just going to come into here just to get a couple of items. As long as you don't approach the Sword of Artorias near the gravestone, the fight should not trigger. But there is an enemy over here. It's a very, very special stone knight that we'll need to kill. And this enemy actually has the Lloyd sword ring, which is what we'll need for our build. Not only that, just like in the original game, if you have a look at the back, around the back of the gravestone, you will find the Hornet's ring here. One of the special rings granted to the four Knights of Gwyn. The Hornet ring belonged to the Lord's Blade Kiran. By boosting critical attacks, its wearer can annihilate foes, as Kieran's dagger laid waste to Lord Gwyn's enemies. So now we've got two of the four rings, the four special rings. But as you come over here, as you can see, there's a very special stone knight here. Now I just hope I've got the ability to take him out here. Oh yeah, this guy's a boss. And that looks like the moonlight. That looks like the moonlight straight, the great sword as well. So yeah, that's the moonlight great sword. Yeah, this guy's a boss. That's so cool. I really like that. That's really cool. I was going to break through my guard then. We got him, we got him. 8,000 souls. That was a cool, what a cool unique enemy that was. I really liked that. Especially with the Moonlight Greatsword as well. Right, so we've got ourselves the Lloyd Sword Ring. Ring given to Cleric Knights of the Way of the White. Depicts Allfather Lloyd's Sword of Law. Boosts attack power when HP is full. The worship of Lloyd is common in the Way of White, but the clerics of Kareem strongly assert that Lloyd is a derivative fraud, and that the Allfather title is self-proclaimed. Sweet. So we'll Homeward Bone back now. I don't think I want to take on Sif just yet. I'm very tempted to go to the Catacombs now that we've got a divine weapon. And I think that's what we'll do, actually. Go and see if we can rescue... we'll see if we can rescue... what's her name? What's her name? The cleric. But he's forgotten. Got a mental block. Right, so let's make our way back to Firelink. Yeah, it does boost our attack power by quite a bit. Yeah. I sense this might be a really good build that I've stumbled upon here. Providing that our HP can stay at maximum, of course. We will need to equip the replenishment miracle as well. Let's see if we can upgrade the Astora straight sword again. Yes, we can. And it will slightly increase our spell bonus. Slightly.
Don't get yourself night.
Be interesting to see if it actually increases the amount of HP that you restore as well. Right, let's get this attuned then. We can also use the Way of White Corona now as well. As a bit of an offensive miracle. Tempted to do that actually. And we can use replenishment as well. And we can use magic barrier as well. Only 2 slots for replenishment though.
What you need? I'll be seeing.
No, I don't need to see Hondre, I need to sit at the bonfire. I'm just thinking, get a little bit more attunement maybe, I think. Right, so what should we take? Force or heal? Probably heal. Nice. So our build's definitely getting stronger. So let's go to the Catacombs now. Now that we've got ourselves a divine weapon, dealing with these skeletons should be quite straightforward. Oh, I really want to get my hands on a miracle called Blessed Weapon as well, because it doesn't only buff your attack power, it also adds the ability to HP regen as well, so all of these effects are going to stack, and make sure our HP is always going to most of the time be at maximum. Well, let's see if that's affected our healing. No, it's still 3 HP. That's fine.
Oh, you. Have you seen Milady? Oh, blast, where might she be?
No, if you actually go and speak to Lord Trek before he leaves, you can actually pay him for paying for some information, and he'll actually let slip to you that Petrus has abandoned her there on purpose, has left her there to die. So he's actually orchestrated this for her to die there. However, we are going to go and rescue her now that we've got a divine weapon. We should probably switch... No, I think we'll be okay, actually. We'll just switch to the spear as well. As I was saying, there's another miracle called Blessed Weapon I want to get my hands on. Once again, it's a miracle that's in Dark Souls 3. It isn't actually in the... It isn't actually in Dark Souls 1, but it does buff your weapon's attack, and it also bestows a divine effect on your weapons. So, oh, cheeky sod! I forgot they could parry. They bestow a divine effect on your weapon, and they will slowly restore your HP as well. So, God, I'm getting screwed up by these skellies. Being a bit reckless. I need to slow down a little bit. But the great thing about divine weapons are... Oh, I'm going to get myself... Ah, no, don't get yourself... Ooh. Don't get yourself cornered. That was a close one. Let's see what this does, actually. I'm quite intrigued. Oh, that's cool. Right, let's deal with this big boy here. I really like how the wave of white corona just came straight back and hit them in the back. That was cool. Right. Sorry, just trying to get myself comfortable. Might be worth equipping the torch as well. I think we might be okay. Right, now those skeletons up top, they don't reassemble, but these will. So we need to find a necromancer. If you kill the necromancer, the skeletons will stop respawning. However, if you've got a divine weapon, you can stop that happening. They will not reassemble. So if you are going to come into the catacombs, just make sure you bring a divine weapon. You don't have to bring one, but it does make life a hell of a lot easier. And because we've invested in a decent one, getting through here should be relatively straightforward. Right, we have to be quick here to get this necromancer down here. Right. Let me just check how many homeless bones I've got. Homeward bones, sorry. We haven't got any. Right, good job I checked. We'll go back then. I don't really want to risk... we'll go and get some from the Berg merchant, actually. Yeah, if we go and get some from the Berg merchant, we could probably go and get some firebombs and things like that as well. So just watch out for those floating faces. They will explode if you get close to them, but they will hit the skeletons as well, so you can actually use it to your advantage. We'll knock the skeletons off the edge. And that's a good tactic in case you don't have a divine weapon. Knocking them off the edge should kill them outright. Well, knocking them into a bottomless pit, I meant. I've just realised while I'm here, I should have got the binoculars. Let's go and get the binoculars, actually. Once I've killed these guys. If I can kill these guys. Let's see what replenishment can do. Let's see how effective they are when they get stacked together, actually. So it's 8 HP added on top of 3 HP, so that's 11 HP a second. That's pretty good. Right, so the binoculars are down here. And they are exactly what you expect them to be as well. They enable you to zoom in on faraway places. They are actually one of the only ways you can actually aim a crossbow. If you use the binoculars and zoom in, and then you fire your crossbow while you're zooming in, it's one of the only ways you can actually aim with them. I think the sniper crossbow in this game, which is one of the worst weapons in the base game, just because you can't actually aim with it, actually comes with a scope, so you can actually manually aim with it now. Definitely one of the most improved weapons in the game, but I think we'll get the sniper crossbow as we go up Sen's Fortress. It's somewhere around there, I think. I can't remember exactly where. Right, so let's go and visit the merchant then, just so we can get our hands on some goodies. I shouldn't really go into a place like that unprepared. What is the name of that cleric? I can't actually remember. Is it Rhea? Is it? I can't remember her name. Rhea? I can't remember. Yeah, and I was imagining if we keep improving our humanity and our armour, and we barely take any damage, we can just HP regen the damage off, and then we'll still have the damage boost from the Lloyd and the Lloyd sword and shield rings. So yeah, I'm quite interested in how much the potential of this build now. I hope I don't make myself too overpowered. But it's already quite effective already with the HP regen and the added attack and defense of the Lloyd shield and sword ring. I mean, it does boost our weapon attack a lot.
Oh, there you are. Where have you... I get that.
My arm's still kicking. Right, let's get some... I mean, they're only cheap. I mean, they're only like 25 souls, so we might as well get a few. Does he sell Homeward Bones? No, he doesn't. It's the female merchant that does. Well, that was a bit silly. Doesn't matter. Sorry about that for whoever's watching. I'm keen to get down into the Catacombs as well, but I mean, if I was really that desperate, I'd probably just buy Homewood as a miracle, but there we go. Quite some alluring skulls as well. I seem to find a use for them somehow.
Come again if you please.
Right, let's go back to the catacombs then at last. We could make a +4 raw weapon as well while we're here, while we're at the bonfire. Might be worth sitting at the bonfire just to, oh no, we can't, can we? Because the firekeeper's not there. So if I use a homeward bone here, we'll go back towards the we'll go back to the one at the catacombs. Saves us going all the way, travelling all the way back. Because we rested at the one in the catacombs, if memory serves. Yes. Right, let's see if we can get a +4 weapon here. No, we haven't got enough titanite chunks, we need 4. Let's see if we can make our equipment a bit stronger. No, we need large titanite shards. We might need the bow here for some reason, just to... I'm just thinking we might. I've already still got it in my inventory. Yeah, we do. I do need to have a bit of a sort out here, so let's right, I think we're just about ready, I think. Let's see if the catacombs have got any more surprises from the base game. Now that parry was way off. I can parry the scimitar attacks, but not the... I can parry those, but not the falchion ones. Yeah, the falchion ones are a little slower. There's the necromancer over there. Probably should have taken the force here. Where is he? Come here, you. Come here, you. No getting away. Well, I got him. I'll worry about the skellies now. You dropped an item as well, that was good. Skull Lantern, nice. That's going to make going through the Tomb of the Giants a lot easier. I believe it's also got a special ability now as well in Age of Sunlight. You can actually cast fireballs from it too. Now we could take the shortcut here and just roll off here and down, but no, we're going to explore the... we will explore the catacombs the intended way. There's also a weapon that I want as well, called the Lucerne, and it should be up here. The Lucerne. And then this is another halberd style weapon. As I mentioned a lot earlier, all the halberds in this game are very, very versatile, and they're all very, very different from each other. In Age of Sunlight, they actually call them pole arms, which is probably more of an appropriate way to describe them, really, as a weapon class. But in the original, they're just known as halberds. Polearm with a four-pronged hammerhead and beak-like protrusion on its reverse. Attacks with this weapon inflict strike or thrust damage by piercing with the hammer or thrusting the blade on its tip respectively. That's a bit more of a dex weapon in this game. It's 15 strength and 17 dexterity to wield. So we will need to put one more point, I think, into dexterity to be able to wield this. I really, really like the two-handed moveset of the Lucerne, so providing it's still the same, I imagine in Age of Sunlight it might be slightly different. But for a halberd, you can get a lot of repeated attacks with it quite quickly. And obviously it's got really good range as well. Right, so far so good. Be wary of the statues. Has that message always been there? Or is that new? Because I've never read that before. Yeah, some of the statues have spikes in them if you get too close, so that's what that's the warning that the message is serving there. Now you can cheese these skeletons here, and this is where the longbow comes in handy. You can get these skeletons to fall off here. As you can see. But we will need to we'll need to press a lever in order to get that bridge to overturn. Watch out for the masks. Damn. That statue held me up then. I cocked up my parry. That attack from behind. Now the bonfire that's in the catacombs that's further on has actually been moved. It's no longer in the place where it was before by the waterfall. So I'm not sure where it's going to be now. I think the pyromancer was just a little bit further up here. He's ran off. There is a hole in the floor there. Where is he? Where did he run off to? Yeah, I should really get the Astora straight sword on here because I don't want to get ganged upon by too many of these skeletons. I didn't see what that was. Where has that necromancer? I think the necromancer must be dead because we don't think any of the skeletons have come back to life. Right, I'm just going back to this bridge because we can jump off here. You can sink through this hole here. Won't do that just yet. We'll come over to here. And you can fall down here, but you be careful how you do this. Take a running jump here. Ah, don't knock me off. Ooh, was close. Well, that's where you're going, my friend. Sayonara. That was close. Almost got knocked off then. Right, now this is where the bonfire is that I mentioned. There is a hidden passageway here. Let's just pull this bridge. If you come here early, patches will actually be here instead of further on in the Tomb of the Giants. Hoping there's an item here instead of there'll be something here. Ah, the Elite Cleric Help set. Now this set was supposed to be in the base game of Dark Souls, but unfortunately it never actually made its way here. And I think they cut this due to time, but this actually was a set that was supposed to be in the game. With mods you can restore it, and they've done it in the Age of Sunlight. Helmet worn by the warrior clerics of the Way of the White, who are famous for being unyielding in battle. Among such helmets, those that were black belonged to warrior clerics sent on missions, many of whom were high-level priests. There's a fog wall down there. And if you come along here, there is actually a secret passage. If you look very closely, walk out towards the steps and then look right. As you can see, there is a way down. And then if you go hard left here, you will find the Great Scythe. Probably one of the best, the very best weapons in the original Dark Souls was the Great Scythe. One of the very best weapons. And then this is where the new bonfire is. I think it is probably a better place, I would say, than the original. Just because you got Gravelord Nito's Covenant down there. And obviously then you've got, if you want to carry on down towards Pinwheel, which is where we're going, then it's. I think I do agree that this bonfire is probably better in a better location than in the original. Yeah, we really do need some large Titanite shards just to make our armor a little bit better. Oh, hello, my friend. Nice of you to drop in. Goodbye. Now, there is a... If you look where that ramp is, you can actually fall off here to the right. You will survive the fall. But you can actually take a bit of a shortcut. If you come this way, this will take you towards Gravelord Nito's Covenant, the Gravelord's Servant Covenant. And there's also some really good items here as well. Crystal Lizard. Mist. What a sharp gem. Yeah, just be careful when those skeletons go into that stance there, because if they go into that stance, it means they'll parry anything. So, best way to deal with parries, jump attacks. Right, I think we're going to come back up here anyway, so we won't venture too far into here. We'll carry on. Oh, what is this? A summon sign? Paladin Leroy. So this is where his summon sign is now. This is a NPC that does help you in the base game, but his summon sign is in a totally different location. And Leroy is a great help. You can also use him for the fight against Pinwheel. I think we won't summon him just yet, but at least I know where he is, which is good. Let's clear out a few of the enemies first. We can jump down there. There's another crystal lizard down there. We'll carry on the intended way. Just want to make sure I get absolutely everything in this dungeon. Right, these are going to come back. So there is a necromancer somewhere. We'll wait for them to reassemble, actually, and then we'll use the Astora Straight Sword. I've just noticed they take a lot longer to reassemble. A lot longer. Yeah, that's like almost 3 times the time. Yeah, in the original they do reassemble quite quickly. Like about 10 seconds. Yeah, that was almost like a full minute, that was. Welcome change, I think. It at least gives you enough time to locate the Pyromancer anyway, so... wherever he is. Yeah, there is a hidden passageway down there, but it's very, very dangerous to go into there. You're definitely taking a risk going into there. And then this is where we came out from before. Might be worth putting the Ring of Sacrifice on and just darting in. Oh yeah, I forgot about the archers. There are archers in here as well. Although you can't see them from here. Well, the bonfire's right there. Yeah, this is going to be risky. I'm feeling a bit brave though. Let's get the Ring of Sacrifice on. Right, we're going in. Haven't been down here for a long time. I think this is where the Dark Moon Seance Ring is, actually. If memory serves. We'll actually need this to fight. Oh, NPC invader. Oh no. At least he's dead. Aiden of Xena. Here he comes. Let's see what he has to offer. Yeah, looks like a dexterity build. Oh, nice combo with the Way of Whiter Corona. Oh, that was pretty cool. Oh, we got to deal with these skellies. Plague Bearer. I think that's what it was called, I think. I think I can see the Necromancer down there. Let's go get him. We'll have a look at that weapon in a second. There he is. That wasn't too bad. For some reason I was anticipating that being a lot harder than what it was. But with the Seance Ring, we can actually... we've got some additional attunement slots, but we can actually use that to encounter Gwendolyn if we, a bit later on in Anor Londo. This ring is granted to adherents of Gwendolyn, Dark Moon Deity and Lastborn of Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight. Grants an additional attunement slot. The Dark Sun Gwendolyn is the only remaining deity in Anor Londo. His followers are few, but their tasks are of vital importance. Right, let's get the sword ring back on. Should have had a bit more confidence going into there. But anyway, we're done. And I think up here is where you get Tranquil Walk of Peace. It's a very, very special miracle. I think it's up here. It's somewhere. Is it up this ladder? That's how we go back. But Tranquil Walk of Peace is incredibly powerful for PvP. It's not something that we're going to be bothering with, of course, for the Age of Sunlight, but it's an incredibly cheesy miracle, for lack of a better word. Just feeling there's an invisible wall here somewhere. And there it is, Tranquil Walk of Peace. And this was the same miracle that those stone knights used on us in Darkroot. Outland miracle, foreign to the way of white. Increase equipment burden of foes, and to a lesser extent, the caster. This miracle is usually used to flee, as it hinders movement, but does not affect attacks, but nevertheless defines peace perfectly. So, I think its intended use was to be able to run away from enemies in PvP, but in PvP it's often used to shut down enemy movement. So if you try and roll, it will. If you try and roll, you will be stunned, and then while you're stunned, you can get free attacks in. So that's why I say it's quite cheesy. Right, let's go and find Vamos now. I forget we need to summon Leroy as well. There's quite a lot to do in the Catacombs, and you can't really do it all at the same time. You have to kind of do it one thing at a time, really. Because if you go and do one thing in it, like go to the Gravelord's servant, or go and fight the boss, or go to Vamos, you kind of have to go back to the bonfire every time, because the route down there is always vastly different. I found some skeleton. Yeah, let's go and see Vamos, and then we can always homeward bone back. Just because we need to give him the Chaos Ember. Well, here we've got to be really careful. It's really easy to die here and screw this up, so you kind of have to keep coming down the spiral staircase here. And then there will be a drop. It's pretty much a leap of faith, really. We'll probably have to use a prism stone here. But that's where we want to aim for, just over there. And as I said, it's really easy to screw this up. So let's put the Ring of Sacrifice on. Right, that's one jump. And then you want to go down to where that item is on the next way down. That's two. And then we just got to fall down to here. And then we'll be granted a cutscene.
Be gone with you. You spoil my focus.
Right, so this is Vamos. And he's a blacksmith that specialises in fire elemental infusions. We can actually give him the Chaos Ember here. but he's not the most talkative or social of sorts.
A very curious pattern. Could it be the flame of the legendary witch? I know. Suppose you left that ember with me.
Does he sell large titanite shards as well? I think he does. If he does, we're in luck. Because we can get our armour upgraded.
Yes.
And we can finish off upgrading some of our raw weapons as well.
My, oh my. You precious little thing.
So now you can make any weapon of his, fire or chaos infused. The difference between fire and chaos is more powerful if you've got more humanity, and it also scales with intelligence and faith. Fire also scales with intelligence and faith, but to a lesser degree. No, tell a lie, to a stronger degree. Chaos, it's more to do with your humanity. So if your humanity is 10 or higher, chaos actually tends to do better than fire. That's the only difference between the two. Right, let's see if we can buy some... No, we can't. He's only got Demon Titanite. But he does have some unique weapons. The Royal Great Axe. Great Axe of foreign nobility imported to Lordran. Forged for use by a grand nobleman's right hand in times of crisis and ceremony alike. The weapon never saw intended use due to its owner's debilitated state, and was promptly nabbed for its extreme value. The axe still bears its owner's avariciousness, increasing the number of souls absorbed from fell enemies. Nice. 30 strength and 16 dexterity to use. And then the Lantern Hammer, and this is a very special fist weapon. 31 strength to use. Unique gauntlet of a deceased soldier smuggled to Lordran. While extremely heavy and cumbersome to use, the weapon more than makes up with it with devastating power. The wielder can ignite the hammer with a strong attack and follow it with a wide, fiery swing. Sounds pretty cool. I was really hoping he'd have some large titanite shards, but he doesn't. Yeah, this was the Plague Bearer we got off that NPC invader. I don't really want to sit at the bonfire here because it means we're going to have to take a long way back up, and I don't really want to do that. It takes Twinkling Titanite to upgrade to Katana.
If that'll be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Right, so we'll light the bonfire, but we won't sit at it. Oh no, there isn't one here. Normally there's a bonfire here. Right, so let's homeward bone back to the bonfire. And then there's just one more thing we need to do before we can go down, summon Leroy, and then go to fight Pinwheel. But if you look closely here, there is actually a drop here. God, we managed to tank that attack then. God. Right, I need to start paying more attention to my surroundings. Anyway, as I was saying, if you look down there, there is an item. What we have to do here is just fall off here. We'll take a bit of damage, but that's fine. If you do want to get the crystal lizard, let's spawn back in. Actually, no we won't. No we won't. There he is down there. Is there an item down there? There was in the original. This is actually where you get the cleric set, you get the holy set here. Don't think it's here anymore, but you get a mace as well. Right, let's heal up and let's see if we can... Actually, no we won't. We'll Homeward Bone back. And let's use Leroy's services and get through the rest of this dungeon. We'll come the other way, down here. So let's go and summon Leroy. Yeah, Leroy's shield. I'm really interested in getting a bit later, but unfortunately, later on we will have to fight Leroy. Not yet, but much later on in the game, because as we're going down on our way to Gravelord Nito, Leroy will actually invade us, and we will have to defeat him. But if you kill him, he will drop a special shield called the Sanctus, and that actually has HP regeneration on. We didn't actually have a look at that sword, did we? The katana. Ancient war sword condemned to a treacherous swamp for ages after its original owner's miserable defeat, until being discovered again by the obsessed collector Aidan of Xena. An age-old poisonous plant has overgrown and rooted through the weapon, making it especially brittle and weak. This organism has reefed the sword in a rare venom that eats away at foes extremely quickly. 23 dexterity, 14 strength to wield. Hello there, Leroy. And now this character is actually named after the famous meme Leroy Jenkins in World of Warcraft. That's actually the truth as to where he's got his name. I only just found that out recently. But Leroy Jenkins was the name of a chap who ran into a raid in World of Warcraft, and he didn't tell his friends he was going in there, and he basically ran in without a plan, basically. So it became a really famous meme. Bit of a lesson, really, not to just run in unprepared. But his special weapon is the Grant, and it's a really powerful great hammer, and it hits like an absolute truck. You don't want to get hit by that thing. Leroy, you can use the ladder, to climb down. Now we will come up here because there were some unstable floors up here, and one of these floors doesn't. I think there is a Black Knight that's guarding an item here, but it's worth coming down just so we can get it. But there's a Black Knight around here with an axe in the base game. Leroy, we could really use your help round about now, mate. There he is. And there are some bone wheel skeletons down here as well, and yeah, the most annoying enemy in the game. Hands down. Oh, there's the priest set. And the mace. Right, good. I was looking for the mace. There's a black knight around here somewhere. Oh, we've got some red phantom bone wheels as well. Oh wow, was that Wrath of the Gods? That was powerful. They are annoying little buggers. Definitely the most annoying enemy in this game. Come here, you little bugger. That's it. Let's get that crystal lizard over there. Oh, there's a large titanite gem. Sweet. Oh, there's a black knight somewhere. So we'll probably have to make our way back up here. There he is. Yeah, this guy's a badass. And so's Leroy, apparently. God, he just 3 hits and he's dead. Let's just fall down the other floor just to make sure we haven't missed an item. I think there's another Titanite demon as well up top that we missed earlier. Leroy's help will be handy for that, definitely. Yeah, just down here in this very dark hallway. There he is over there. Let's get magic barrier on. Yeah, Leroy. Wow. God, he's a badass. 2 Wrath of the Gods and that thing's down. Eye of Death. Now you can actually access Nito's Covenant here. If you nestle in the coffin and then wait there, you can go and embark on his covenant, and what will happen is you'll be given the Gravelord's sword and a couple of miracles, but we're not going to bother with that. It's really not necessary when we're playing. It's a really good PvP covenant just because what it does is it's probably the most unique covenant in the entire game. If you're playing on New Game Plus, it will put black phantoms into the world of random players, and then if you leave your summon sign down, players can come in and if they kill you, they will take the black phantoms out of their world, but it won't actually be lifted until they manage to take out the Gravelord player. It's a really interesting covenant, and I wish that other covenants probably did a little bit more stuff similar to that. Right, so there's only one more thing that needs to be done now in the Catacombs, and that is to go and take care of Pinwheel. I'm not sure where Leroy is. I hope he's okay. Come on, Leroy. I should be able to beat Pinwheel without him, but it'd be nice if I've got him at my side. Where is he? Probably got himself stuck. We'll carry on. He's been a great help anyway, so... He smashed that Black Knight and he smashed that Titanite Demon with ease. Right, now, I'm sensing that Pinwheel's probably going to be a lot harder than the original. Right, so I sense Pinwheel's probably going to be a little bit tougher than in the original version of the game, so I'm not going to take any chances here. We'll get Magic Barrier on. Oh, there's Leroy. Nice you can make it, Leroy. Right, so now we've got him as well. Hopefully there shouldn't be a problem. Well, that's good. We didn't actually take any fall damage when we entered the arena. That's good. Yeah, he's definitely got more HP than in the original. Ouch. Yeah, that's the real one. Trying to dodge these fireballs here. I'm not doing a very good job. Ouch. Especially when we've got heavy armour. I'll probably have to lock off for this fight. Okay, that's the real one. That knows. Yeah, Pinwheel's a lot tougher in this version. But to be fair, he really needed to be. I mean, he's an absolute pushover in the original. I wonder if there's going to be a phase 2. Let's just get replan on quick. Well, hopefully now me and him can bully the real one. Nice. There we go. God, that was a close one. And then we've got the Rite of Kindling. And also the Soul of Pinwheel. I'm curious what weapon we can actually make with Pinwheel's soul. Definitely be a unique weapon that wouldn't be in the original game. Anyway, he's beaten. Yeah, definitely much more difficult than the original. Thank God we had Leroy, actually. We don't think we would have done that without him. Right. And now we're at the dreaded Tomb of the Giants. Lucky me. We're not going to venture all the way into it. I just want to rescue Rhea. The reason why I want to rescue Rhea is because she's going to have some very good miracles, and being a class that's going to be revolving around miracles, it'll be good for us if we can rescue her relatively early, so just to have access to some really good miracles, so it does make sense. I'm going to switch out the... we have got the skull lantern here and the torch. We could use either, to be fair. But the skull lantern's a little bit different now. It's actually got a fire attack. Skull lantern of the Catacombs necromancer droops from his long bearded locks. This lantern alights the Tomb of the Giants, Nito's light-devouring domain of death, also capable of spitting fire at enemies. So if you can hold L1 and then if you press L2, you can do a special flame attack. Nice touch. You can also use cast lights as well if you've got decent intelligence. Oh, hang on, what's that down there? Almost missed that item. Ring of Shadows. Boost duration of poison applied to foes. Special ring belonging to a clan of assassins on a mission in Lordran. Boost the duration of poison applied to foes. This ring is engraved with an emblem of a secret order. The potency of their poisons were vital in ensuring a completed contract, and that none who were marked for death would survive their attempts. Just notice there's no bonfire down here. That's annoying. So yeah, we really don't want to cock this up if at all available. Although I do say it isn't as dark as what the original was. You can actually see a little bit now. Even without the torch, you can still see a little bit. Right, I hope I know what I'm doing. I really hope I know what I'm doing. Tomb of the Giants. Okay, that wasn't too bad. But we have got some red skellies down here, and I imagine they're going to be a lot stronger. And these dreaded dog skeletons as well, the big dog skeletons. Yeah, let's draw them up here. Just then we got a bit more space to fight him. I hate that attack. And from here you can see the demon ruins as well, and that's what I love about this game. As mentioned earlier, all of the places are interconnected. So from here you can see the demon ruins. which is where we'll inevitably have to go later. Let's switch back to the Restore a Straight Sword. Just because I think we've got enough light to actually at least make our way through. Fumble our way through. Another enemy down there. Huzzah! That was a good plunging attack. Do another plunging attack here. Oh, he's ran away. He's smart. Don't really want to sit at the bonfire if at all possible, because it means that we're going to have to find our way back up. Here he is. Now do we go this way? Right, that's where Patches is. So the bonfire is down here. And as I said, I don't think we need to sit at it really. Well, we'll light it, but we don't need to sit at it. Just because it's going to be a bit harder for me to come back up. But if we want to rescue Rhea, we're going to have to go down this pit here. But Patches will actually help us with that a little bit.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the Catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
Now, you definitely want to answer no here, because if you say that you're a cleric, you will turn hostile.
No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now. So I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
So Rhea, Vince and Nico have actually fallen victim to Patches, and they ended up in that pit. Let's go and get that item over here first. Oh, of course, there has to be one of these bloody things guarding it. I mean, that had trap written all over it, didn't it, really? Titanite chunk, nice. They might be worth fighting after all then. Let's go and get this item over here. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I think it's time to go down the hole, I think. Patches, can you kick me off, please? Please. Thanks, mate. That's one way of getting out of trouble.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Ah, Patches, delightful soul that you are. Right, so this is where Rhea, Nico, and Vince are trapped. Vince and Nico have turned into hollows, so we will have to deal with those two. But Rhea is just here on the floor here.
You're no hollow, are you?
such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
Right, so I imagine these two are going to be quite challenging compared to what they were in the original game. See if we can fight them one by one, ideally. Come over here, you. Too slow. Ah, damn it all. Damn it all. I got too greedy. Oh, what a miles away as well from where we we're miles away as well. Tried to go and finish him off, but it was too slow. Right, so let's take the shortcut down here then. Come on, I really need to pay attention. Just run through here. No! 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 Oh no! Oh, disaster. Oh my god. Disaster. Goddamn wheel skeletons. Well, that's all my souls gone. How many? 49,000? Something like that? I'm a fool. There's one here as well. God. Sneaky place to put these skeletons. Oh, God, okay. Well, at least we're through there. Goodness gracious. Well, that's Dark Souls for you. Things can turn wrong so quickly. My defense is going to be a lot lower now as well. God, we lost. I've just realised as well. God, we lost about 30 humanity as well. Bollocks. That's really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah, that was a disaster. Oh well. Oh, I don't really want to fight two of these. Come on, game. Do you really have to fight two of you? Come on. Maybe I should have sat at the bonfire. It would have been really... Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Go away, go away, go away. I'm not interested. Not interested. Bloody Nora. Thing is, because I died there, this patch is going to knock me off again. No, he won't. Great, so we have to find another way down to the pit. And I can't remember how to get down there. There is another way down, but I think it involves It involves a secret passageway. Yeah, there's a secret passageway somewhere. There it is. And this will take us down towards the pit. Talk about being a bit underprepared. I know the Age of Sunlight has structured the game, so it's a lot more of a challenging experience. So you linear wise, so we've probably jumped the gun here, coming here a bit earlier. But oh no, I'm bloody surrounded by these two now. They hit hard as well. No, you don't. Right, that's one down. Yes. Ooh. That hurt. Force. Get up, get up, get up, get up. No! No! It's gonna go down to the wire. Oh, damn it, you got me. Doesn't get much closer than that. Oh my goodness. Running it close. Good. Hopefully Ray is okay. Yeah, there she is.
You banished those two hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I. I am certain that both Vince and Nico, thank you.
Right, so now we've dealt with those two. She will actually head back towards Firelink Shrine, so she's okay now. As soon as you pick up that item, those skeletons will spawn in though. Make sure you run away. To be honest, I don't think they're really worth fighting. But before we go, let's go and speak to Patches. But at least we haven't got to go. At least we haven't got to make our way all the way back up top, at least, anyway, so...
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Yeah, we forgive you,
Second
Patches.
chance. Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd
How can we
understand.
not?
I did. But if I were in your shoes, ooh, who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again. Eh?
Yeah, all is forgiven, Patches. All is forgiven. He'll be alright. He won't die. Right, let's homeward bone back. Oh, we made it. Well, that's Bountiful Light has been. I think you only get this if you get high enough in the Princess Guard Covenant in the original game. But yeah, I don't remember it being 25 faith. I remember it being something like 40. Miracle used by highly ranked clerics. High gradual HP restoration. Powerful miracle used by those of All-Father Lloyd faith, whose cleric knights are unfaltering in battle. Okay. Right, so now we've got to slog our way back up to the top. Bit disappointed that I lost a lot of humanity and a lot of souls, but at least we accomplished what we needed to do. So, right, let's try and make our way back up top then somehow. Fortune. Nice. We've got some new weapons as well. And we can use Rhea's services as well, so providing that we deal with Petrus as well, because Petrus, even though that we've saved her, if we don't deal with Petrus, he will actually kill her, he'll murder her, so we do have to go and deal with Petrus as soon as we get back, otherwise we're going to lose her as a vendor. Whoa, that would have been embarrassing. That would have been embarrassing. Right, let's get back up top then. I think the way we need to go is this way. Right, let's get our divine weapons on. Just to make this a little easier. Doesn't matter what game you play, any fantasy game you play, skeletons are always they always have to rank one of the most annoying enemies to fight. They're always very crafty, and they're always, yeah, just plain annoying. Arrow in the noggin. Probably should have kept force with me on the way down, especially with so many ways you can just knock them off the cliff. But yeah, I mean, if I'm coming through here again, I'll definitely pick force next time. Having the Rite of Kindling is going to be very useful for when we go up towards Sen's Fortress as well, just with the extra Estus flasks. Be interesting to see how much we can get, actually, just because I know that they've nerfed the amount of Estus you can actually carry. Because if you kindle a bonfire, you get 3 Estus flasks rather than 5, so I imagine if you can kindle a bonfire 3 times, you probably get 9 extra Estus flasks. So that'd be like 14 flasks. Oh, let's just get back to filing. We're almost there. Oh, thought I was locked up. Yeah, I really don't want these masks to knock me off now, so sweet. Right, we'll deal with Petrus first. And then Rhea will actually be up in the undead parish. And she'll actually act as a vendor for miracles. But we need to make sure we kill him quickly, because if we go somewhere else and we tell him what we've done, then he will actually go out of his way to kill us. So we need to deal with him as soon as we're able to, really. Goes without saying, just make sure you buy everything you can from Petrus before you decide to do what you need to do. So, which is what we'll do now. Mind you, I haven't got many souls. Oh damn, we can't get rid of these guys. We're gonna have to fight them. Oh okay, I think they're going actually. They're going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
Yeah, we don't need these. That's fine. I think we need to rest at the bonfire first. I can't actually remember. So we'll go to Sen's Fortress. The one outside Sen's Fortress, because we're going to be going there next anyway. So we'll go and rest there. Go and see if Ray is up here first. If not, then if we rest at the bonfire, hopefully she should then be there. Come on, where's the lock-on button? Is she here? Yes, she's here.
Hello. I will never forget what you did. I am deeply indebted, for it was not within my power to save Vince or Nico. I cannot thank you enough. In case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thorough.
I was right, it was Rhea.
I only wish there was some way I could help you. But I am inexperienced and I only know the art of miracles. If that could be of any help.
I'm hoping she's got some interesting rings as well, or maybe something,
Could a miracle be of any help to you?
maybe an accessory that could help us. So she's got a divine blessing. Oh, what the fuck? Do you mind? Not very nicely, stabbing me in the back when I'm chatting to a maiden. Right, so she's got heal. Great heal as well. Wrath of the Gods, which is a fantastic miracle. Great magic barrier as well, and then a talisman. She hasn't got anything else. Okay, that's good to know. She will be here as long as there's a miracle to buy. She'll always remain here. But we do have to go and deal with Petrus, because he's the one who's responsible for what happened. So let's go and deal with him now. In order to safeguard her, because we're definitely going to need her miracles. Seeing as we're playing a cleric style of character ourselves, we do need to stop him, so...
Oh, I'm so...
Normally he always has a comment. After we've... He normally has a comment after we've rescued her.
By the lords! You damn fool! Enough of you! Feel the wrath of the gods!
It's you that's going to feel the wrath of the gods, Petrus. Go on, run away and heal.
This can't be. It can't end like this.
And that's the scumbag down. Right then, let's go to Andre's... let's go and see Andre. Sit at the bonfire, get it kindled. If we've got the humanity to do so. Okay, we've got a bit, that's fine. Get some miracles, and then I think we'll call it quits, I think, for this part. Bit chaotic, wasn't it, this episode? We probably should have waited to go to the Catacombs until a bit later, but it doesn't matter. We've got access to some new weapons, a new miracle. Some new miracles. The rite of kindling. It was definitely worth coming out of our way to do it. I'm a little disappointed about the amount of humanity I lost, but it is what it is. That is Dark Souls for you. And then that's it for part 4, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've managed to stay with me to the end, hope you can tune in next time for the 5th episode, where we'll go up Sen's Fortress and then into Anor Londo, and then we'll see what the mod will throw at us then. But thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, take care and bye bye for now.